Good morning, Murdock. This week we'll be covering haunted hallways, Winchendon's Fall Fest, and homecoming. Today, Friday, October 6th.
I'm Emily Whiteman.
And I'm Hunter Cap, and we are your news anchors for Blue Dove Weekly.
Haunted Hallways will be on October 28th. Make sure to get involved with your class by going to your class meetings.
Our homecoming dance will be on October 7th, 7 to 10 at the Toy Town Elementary School.
Now let's throw it over to our worldwide updates with Mark and Colin.
Welcome to Blue Dove Weekly's Worldwide Updates, bringing you the latest and greatest from around the globe.
A Sumatran rhinoceros calf has recently been born in a national park in Indonesia. At a time where less than 80 remain in the country due to poaching and habitat loss, this birth is revolutionary for the revival of the endangered species. Fun fact, rhinos' horns are actually made of the same stuff as their fingernails, keratin. Less fun fact, rhinos poop up to 50 pounds a day.
Whoa. Tensions rise on social media as Mark Zuckerberg's Meta reveals their use of public Facebook and Instagram posts to further develop their artificial intelligence. While many users are skeptical of their information and posts being used, Meta argues that these posts are publicly available, making them subject to use for this AI. Though, I am not sure that we're worried about, because if an AI that only knows about vlogs and bad memes tries to take over this world, I think we'll be just fine.
In other news, this week officially marks 96 years since the construction of Mount Rushmore, and also marks 17 years since my lifelong dream began of wanting to pick the nose of Big George Washington.
For the second time in 3 years, businessman and former President Donald Trump has not made the Forbes top 400 richest Americans. This comes after his controversial social media status and falling stocks caused his net worth to plummet by double digits. However, Donald Trump did in fact make it onto this year's 40 celebrities who look like foods.
That concludes this week's edition of Worldwide Updates.
Back to you in the studio.
Thanks for that, Mark and Colin. We will have no school next Monday for Columbus Day.
School SATs are coming up. For seniors, SATs are on October 11th.
Now let's look back to our Spirit Week and Pep Rally.
Now let's toss it over to Liam, who recently sat down for an interview with our new principal, Mr. Fredette.
You may have noticed that we have a new face in the building. Mr. Fredette has joined the Murdock High School as their interim principal this year. Murdock's unique building caught him by surprise the first day he visited here.
What do you think of the school, like this school in total?
The school, so, should I hold on to it? So the physical school is really cool. I mean, I think people have probably compared it to Hogwarts. When I pulled up and thought it looked like a castle, it was super cool. I love seeing all the classrooms, all the great light in the classrooms, just even all the staircases and the levels. I think you guys are incredibly lucky to have a school like this.
Mr. Fredette used to be assistant principal from Gardner and was last in his school in Ware before he became the Murdock. In his first few days, he has been interacting with students during lunch.
What do you think of Mr. Fredette?
Well, he's been here for, 2 weeks about? So I don't know, everything about him, but from the little bit that I do know, he seems like a pretty cool guy.
During our interview with Mr. Fredette, he said his plan is to support our students and teachers in the learning they do during the day during this school year.
What is your plan for the future of this school, and what will you do to fulfill this plan?
That is a huge question. Right now, in my role, my expectation is just to kind of simply make sure that students are receiving the best education we can provide, that the staff are receiving the best professional development we can provide, because ultimately it comes back to you guys. All right, you are essentially our clients. We want to provide and give you guys the best that we possibly can. So as far as the future goes, I'm always looking to create an environment in the school and the classrooms that is relationship-based, positive relationship-based.
We're looking forward to get to know Mr. Fredette for the next few months. For a complete sit-down interview, please check out the YouTube channel. For now, back to you guys at the studio.
A lot has been happening in the world of sports this week, so now let's throw it over to our sports desk.
Welcome back. Field hockey lost their games to Bromfield 4-0 and Maynard on Saturday 1-0.
Golf lost their match Tuesday to Hudson.
Football lost their game last Saturday 37-8 against Quabbin. They played yesterday homecoming game against Abbey Kelly, and that will be covered in next week's episode.
Back to you in the studio.
Thanks for that, guys. Winchendon's Fall Fest will be Sunday from 10 to 5 on Central Street. There will be all sorts of vendors, so make sure you stop by and, most importantly, have some fun.
All butter braid papers are due on October 30th. Now, here's our question of the week from Emma Blake.
Question of the week. What spirit day are you most excited for?
Barbecue Dad versus Soccer Mom.
Barbecue Dad versus Soccer Mom.
Probably Blackout Day, because that's my whole wardrobe.
Ken.
Bobby versus Ken Day, because it's picture day.
Tacky Taurus. Probably Blackout. I'm going to be dripped out with the eye black. Blackout.
I like today. The Tacky Taurus Day is always a fun one.
Tacky Tourist.
Probably Tacky Tourist Day.
Tacky Tourist.
Definitely Barbie versus Ken Day.
Definitely Barbie and Ken Day.
Back to you guys in the studio.
Thanks for that, Emma. What was your favorite part of Senior Week, Hunter?
Probably Tacky Tourist Day. What was yours?
Definitely Barbie and Ken Day.
If you missed the musical meeting, email the director, Kayleen Dibble. And finally, let's pass it to our weatherman, Alex LeBlanc.
Thanks, guys. I'm your weatherman, Alex LeBlanc. Let's get right into the weather forecast. For today, there might be a chance of showers throughout the day, with possible thunderstorms. If none of these, it'll be cloudy. Tends to be a highest of 69 and dropping into the lowest of 58. For tomorrow, there'll be showers throughout the day. Tends to be the highest of 62 and dropping down to the low 40s. For Sunday, there'll be a chance of showers before noon, but after that, it'll be mostly clear skies. Tends to be in the mid-50s and dropping into the high 30s. For the beginning of next week, it'll be partially sunny for both Monday and Tuesday. Tends to be in the mid-50s during the day and dropping into the low 40s during the night. That is all. Back to you guys in the studio.
Thanks, Alex. And with that, this is the end of our episode. Make sure to look for our new video every Friday at Murdock HS.
We'll see you next week, Murdock. Have a good weekend.